Cause I dey feel say she dey feel the same way I do.
You are welcome to Elioka Enterprise.
Toby Bima Umamia, Brelioka Enterprise. You were brazier and pants. Upesa we are wedding now. No problem. Braha, Ubenya meni na upe. Upunu bedo more because Uto Elioka Enterprise. You were singlet, quality ones. Very nice ones for children. Nkwada penifo wo papa pesa uchena dia Belioka Enterprise. Nema quality singlet obe shenu abodin. Ya wanyama bebre so to say bed sheets. Ya was single bed sheets, double king size and queen size. Nini na Elioka Enterprise. Me frau said bra for when you be share Elioka Enterprise. Bibia wuhiano, I'm there for you. Frau said bra for when you be share Elioka Enterprise. Body coma. Bibia wuhiano, I'm there for you. Frau said bra for when you be share Elioka Enterprise. Body coma. Bibia wuhiano, nice one, quality one. This is Elioka Take dear wo into ba ubeye with choice. Ubesha ubeka say pure to dear me ko to atwenim pese me ko Elioka Enterprise you. It's here wo ha mo entin here wo ha afa se wo lace bia busha na e transparent way specially made cotton one underwear ubesha wo lace ase. You were all colors into bar Elioka Enterprise on Sabeka Sanya Menina. I saw your brand singlets, pants, boxes were Elioka.
Nonsia abo ene eye wo pepon bosime da tosu edionu wotwen won fempemienu ni edionu enum wo memusam ena afenso amahodo sensam a yaboabo no nemre asese yede besomo ewo diamond nonsia kasia so kasia bono ensema ebedi mu akotini bi ene se Ghana mampene John Dramani Mahama wade nsem bi abetodwa woche mu se ohawa ebiman efem pa ne se yede yeni ato eye foreign country se wo mo emwa yen
Branch Executive Emma National Democratic Congress NDC NNA wade pachowa emu odin pa edi ama eniama wo mo sese no ewo maimu
Dr. Mamadou Baumia enso edi abetu dwase nienti a wajitu mu intem se wedi nkuko ewo 2024 election no enam se eye democracy anase kebi mamenkebie ebegina wo maimu entia
Won monyanfo ayapa no so omehwe yensa sesem so onmonyanfo Emmanuel Amakofi enane wakasa se wonu obehwe na illegal mining to atwa ewo my Ghana
Yeni nsema hudu obi enene numwe yaboabo na yede ba besomu ewo Diamond Cassia so mayemfaseda no emma Diamond Ground Real Estate Diamond Ground Travel and Tour Diamond Ground Real Estate wo pasase asase a yekrojin asase amanso eni ho asase a oni langard fo enyasem dia wose fasika kuma bi ebegibi na wo pe wo nature kwan so bia wo nkran heya afese Diamond Ground Travel and Tour wose wa kwanto enkrata sembiara fabedan wo behwe aibia kama edi amao ono so nature kwan ewo nkran heya La Paz Tabora number 5 omoni Diamond TV ena wo dan kona mo betimi so afrem panyufo ewo 0552 4873885
Aseda fabric so efrefre wose fabric no de efe na efo ne de wunya ne bia age Aseda fabric we na cha kwan ewo New Makola shopping mall inside ho eho ena obehu Aseda fabric bora ho no me na se fabric no de efe pa na efo no koje wodie
Ben Light Enterprise and then you remember won kaye se wo ka dada no wo pese wo spec ka na ka ne eye mono dia wo se ka wakoma to ye afi die wo de nyama fufuro efri eye amanone aba ye de be spec wo ka ne ye adia ma o se say ye headlight tail light bumpers bi we de spec ka bia no ukopie mu ewo Ben Light ase dia wo be boa ama won sake hwehwe ne tra kwan ewo enkran heya aboso kan City Light Junction frepenyi pa no ewo 0247888591
Rich May Beauty Supply so efrefre wo pespa ho ne ma nails ho ne ma chese bibi biara wo de be salon adwuma nko ade a ene wo de Rich May Beauty Salon o say we na cha kwan ewo New Makola shopping mall inside ho a wo be hu no ewo honom na so oduru honom a ya boyedin na nya discounter emotin
Hajasle Empire say we dear enhu ehia oye papa na wapomodin so ehia odia na che say what supplement for abedwa so eno eba beboa ama wapomodin etimi akonanim na we dear so ayefe eno tin hwehwe Hajasle Empire cha kwan e La Paz abeka kwan na so ni total filling station no ena din hwe ne mo friend no e 0248045224
Juanita Lane Enterprises so efrefre wo say wo mane mano enter dear toys worker bibi biara efa baby ana akwala eho dia ene ehwenecha kwan e wo tudu enkran tudu an Juanita Lane say oba obeto so kra sikakuma bi
Enyumekwei adaroma ene enyume wo mo ebo ye chidoma ye de Diamond Cassia eba besom akenkanfo ene enyume eye me ma osikpanyo menu aba
efia frempoma
ya nan ye ho embra ye ba ye de Cassia boni ntremu ebeto aso for ya samo bibiara akwaba biom Diamond Cassia ena wenigusu a wushe afei Cassia boni ntremu eni Ghana Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ekopie mu ewo Kenya emonten so na ehono wode nsem bi ekoto dwa wo kyeremu se eye wo how a ebibiman ye femu pa ene se ye de yeni ato eye abrofo no se ye benya emwa efi wo ho abreninya eno ntene wode efuto emu oden e de call my African Union and as a countries or African Union mu nyina se ye ntimi engina ye nanso penti na ye njai se ye de yeni ato abrofo se wo mo ebeboa yen.
Transparency must be the guiding principle in how we conduct our affairs, ensuring that our policies and programs translate into real change for our people We must adopt mechanisms that prioritize accountability, transparency, and value for money, ensuring that every resource is maximized for the benefit of the African people. Your Excellencies, one of the fundamental pillars of reform is AU's financial autonomy. The over-reliance on external partners for funding compromises the organization's independence and ability to set its own agenda. The implementation of the Kigali decision on financing the Union must be expedited. A self-reliant African Union is not just a vision we have, it is an imperative to achieve.
Kane Mampeni abedi echire Dr. Bawumia NNA wakwako piemu ewo Nigeria National Conference on Strengthening Democracy na eho eno de efutu emu oden pa ekoma mpanyimfo se wo momoden enti amanfo se ne ebeya ebebo amakabi mamenkabi amemu no atimi akonanim.
In 2020 and 2023 there have been about 8 coup d'etats in Africa. A few leaders have also changed or are changing their constitutions to allow them to stay in power beyond their constitutionally mandated terms. The increasing fragility of democracy in Africa and across the world is cause for concern. In democratic countries, the will of the people is expressed through elections, and leaders, especially incumbents, must trust the electoral process and accept the will of the people for the survival of democracy.
Oya tuwa kasia bono sodia na kane mampenyi abedi echire edema woman Ghana Dr. Mamadou Bawumia achiremu akase nienti a eye afi 2024 abato ayetu yi entempara so no wajitu mu se wedi encho ane se na wo pese Ghana ye kebi mamenkabi amamu no ebegina yie esan se wo hunu se woman Ghana akasa na nienti a wo mo ekasa ye ne de na se wogyamu se ne ebeya ye democracy anase kebi mamenkabi no ebetumi etumpon ewo omanyimu.
By 3 a.m. on Sunday, because the election was on Saturday, it was obvious from the data that we had received from our collation centers that my opponent, the former president and now president, John Dramani Mahama, had decisively won the election. I knew, so by 3 a.m. I had come to this conclusion that we had lost the election. I knew it would take between 48 to 72 hours for the Electoral Commission to collate and announce the official results. I was very cognizant of the tension and the potential violence that could result if there was a long, drawn-out process of announcing the results. Indeed, the tension had begun to mount. I therefore took the decision to hold a press conference
Busiafo ye to akase bone so dia na wosoafo ayapa no so mehwe yensa asesem so enafe oboade ne pa wode amayen so onmonyamfo Emmanuel Amakofi enenei wakasa se wono wobehwe na illegal mining na ekoso ewo mine Ghana no eto atwa.
Chairman, the must when I get the opportunity to be approved as the minister, my intention is to undertake a holistic review of the licensing regime. I've already talked about how there's so much duplication in the issue of licenses. I've talked about one individual who will be holding almost 50 licenses because he has not been classified as a light skill and he wants to continue to do mining. So he's doing mining in contiguous area, and if you put it all together, he's probably close to light scale mining. We need to look at this recategorization. We need to do a holistic review of this licensing regime to address the issue you've brought about. I think that part of the problems we've had, as you have described, in terms of what we see in the pollution of our water bodies and destruction of our environment, has to do with some of the illegalities, not only perpetrated by the illegal miners, but even people with small-scale mining licenses. That is where we must focus on, and to make sure we organize them well, to make sure we can have supervision and monitoring, to make sure we can use modern technology to focus this industry so that we will not have the challenges we've had. Thank you.
For ye to akasia bodo sodiana Emmanuel Amakofi Bua wono ene ye woswafo a ya pound se wonhwe lands and natural resources aden sambi atudwa wochiro mu se wono de wonye hwehan anase wontena ho ma aban ensase e wo omamu ye nton ne basabasa anampo se ye nton ne sika ne bo enso ahebia se ne be ya ebetumi aboa waye timemufo wo omamu wo de sansem we atudwa wa bra eye vetting committee etoto na no e wo mrahye bedwem.
Chairman, as we speak today, the guidelines for the sale of public lands, according to the Lands Commission, is that it is valued and then 25% of the value is what is sold. And then the rest is paid through ground rents. What I am telling you that is different, and that's the commitment of the new NDC government, is that that will not happen anymore. And that public lands will be valued, and anybody, first of all, it should not be sold. If there's a need to sell it at all, it has to be done at the current market value and make sure that the people of Ghana are not shortchanged. Any attempt, and I think that I have to also say that, Chairman, as you know, the President recently communicated that the sale of all state lands be put on hold, and that a thorough investigation, a thorough review is done. I think I am yet to go to that ministry. My task is that when I get the opportunity to go to the ministry, I'll get a chance to review all these lands and what has been done, and I'll be in that position to make very good judgment. But I can tell you what I will do. Every decision I made will be guided by what I just said. We cannot take decisions that will shortchange the people of Ghana, and I will do so.
For ya to akase bone so dia na woswa for ya pa no so mehwe yen sasesem so on monyan for Emmanuel Amakofi enene wakasa se won want na ho enhwe emobi bia be license foforo bia enkase wo de kwakutu efom agudie na emom obehwe na wabo yemfuo eho ban.
Chairman, it is correct. We have said that there will be no new mining activities in Forest Reserve, and the intention is to make sure that LI 2462 is will be amended to make sure that this provision that allows mining in Forest Reserve is not in place. We will make sure that happens. If you give me the chance as the minister, that will be the first order of business, to make sure that there will be no new mining activities in Forest Reserve. Chairman, I'm very excited about new initiatives that will help us to heal the wounds of our country. Our country is bleeding. Our forest, that is really at the heart and soul of our survivor, has been completely devastated. damaged. And don't take my words for it. This is what the NDC intends to do. We are bringing 3 great initiatives: the Blue Water Initiative, which seeks to heal and harness the environment by turning areas degraded by illegal mining into hubs of economic and ecological recovery. That's what we are going to do. We are going to stand together with the people of Ghana to fight illegal mining. It doesn't matter your status, it doesn't matter your political correlation. If you want to do mining, we have legal processes for getting licenses and doing mining. And this is the good news, Chairman. We have seen why we are where we are. We are where we are because, in my view, a lot of the attempts at addressing some of the issues failed because of some of the points I'm bringing. I come from a mining district. And so I can tell you that, number one of the interventions we are going to do is to change the approach. One will be community engagement in a different way. We are going to start a very genuine and transparent approach by first making sure that the people in the areas where mining occurs understand that the destiny of their area is in their hands. The river bodies, the forests, they are the leaders of these areas, and we are going to give them that respect and empower them, working with them to give them the support. If we are going to sell community mining, we are going to put it together in cooperatives and make sure we create enclaves, proper enclaves. And this is one of the problems, Mr. Chairman, and I think the former minister knows. Why is it that everybody is going crazy, digging everywhere? Because they are all looking for where the gold is. We are going to work with the Mineral Commission to make sure, working with the Geological Survey, to have geological investigation to identify mineralized areas where we can now focus attention in groups. When we talked about licensing and decentralizing, that's my second point, decentralizing the licensing regime, because we want the communities to be empowered. Nobody is going to wait for 4 years to get a mining license. They will do illegal mining. But guess what? We are going to make the process such a way that it is easy for them to go through the process. Because ultimately, our focus is to make sure that we deal with people who are engaged in illegal mining ruthlessly, because we've created a pathway, we've empowered the community to do the right thing.
Afọ ya to akasie wono so dia na wosoafo a wo hwe yen sikasam so ewo wo maimu Dr. Kasala tofo so na ma ho kwan ama won ebie Ghana Gold Board Technical Committee we committee a eno eba beboa be ya gold trading no ebetimi egina ne na so ewo wo man yi mu.
Board is a flagship initiative envisioned by His Excellency the President for the economic revitalization of our economy. It is aimed to serve as a vehicle for achieving currency stability through the structured purchasing and management of Ghana's gold resources. As Africa's leading gold producer, Ghana derives substantial foreign exchange earnings from gold. However, the benefits accrued from this valuable mineral remains minimal, often coming at a steep environmental cost. Ladies and gentlemen, historically, Ghana's revenue from gold have been confined to traditional sources such as royalties and taxes. The Ghanaian economy has not realized the full benefit of our gold resources. The time has come for Ghana to expand beyond royalties and taxes by harnessing the entire value chain of gold. As a nation, we must aspire to maximize the full benefit of our gold resources. This involves the optimizing every stage of the value chain, from extraction to refinery, value addition and marketing, both locally and internationally. The Ghana Gold Board will serve as a specialized agency to ensure effective marketing of Ghana's gold resources. The Ghana Gold Board will act as the sole buyer of gold from the legal small-scale mining sector through licensed aggregators and local traders. Upon its establishment, the Gold Board will also have an exclusive legal right as the sole assayer, seller, and exporter of gold purchased from the small-scale gold miners. The enabling legislation will clearly outline these mandates and mandate relevant sections of the Mineral Commission and export regulations and other auxiliary legislations. This will ensure 100% repatriation of forex from export of gold from the small-scale mining industry to support our national currency, the Ghana cedi.
The Omanpenyi Mahama ne aban ka ne se sa gold agudie na nyame de akyɛn no enye de tuo nko na wɔse yɛde de di akyire ne ton no so ene ɛho adwuma yɛ sakyerem ɛde ayɛ nsomade ɛde ayɛ kyin ɛda yɛ kom the processing of it, the refining of it, sector na nkasa no how obroni say how to formalize it na ye gold no ekudru amansan dwa so a ye begye atum say ye gold papa to say the minister kind of London Bullion Authority for ebeto amayen eno ho adwuma na ye pese gold ye den gold board be den ebeye enti enwuma yoko bebre a we to gold no we ama we export license Minerals Commission ama obi export license or the to gold PMMC so ma license gold buyers license almost so the to gold Bank of Ghana so ama obi sika onko to gold na mefe so ama obi sika aye basa ye pese yesesa samre ni nyina na ma adwuma yoko ba ko pa ye free the gold board and yes adwuma no ono no broni so be the sole buyer of gold from Ghana gold bia to ni Ghana bia no se ye beton de hanko ade age se woton e de ma gold board o gold na beton kra age se woton de ma gold board na gold board so ene be ye the national assayer obehwe gold ni se gold a ye de kwa amanoni bia no e gold papa omo ma kwadare wo sa agudi ahodo enhyehyɛ ye ho no Minerals Commission MEF Bank of Ghana omo nim sikasem obi aka ho nti ye hwɛ sɛ animanimu ya te sɛ the finance minister aka no ye betumi ahyehyɛ mmra na ya ye enhyehyɛ ye ni yese na be ya gold board betumi afiti na dwuma se by 8th of March.
For year to Kasebone Sodia na acting chief executive officer Emma Youth Employment Agency on Munyam for Malik Basentali NNA wakasa se wobehwe na Ghana ni bebnu bia wonya djuma de wapɛ djuma amoma yese na be betimi aboa na my Ghana etimi akonenim.
Thank you, my brother. We've stayed here 2 years without any political sides. This is a young man, a young leader. Support him. He may not know the ways, but I tell you, when you teach him, he will learn, and this agency will do more than I introduce to you Malik Basentali.
Yebe Jumaden Asha Mampenyi, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Inimonyam. Na wohune se appointment odi maye no yamfa nkodi agro ye di ono ankasa no boshe so. President Mahama ade ba kweda na koma so no se omrante ne maba wa benye adwuma ye. Eno so ena agency e preserve nti ye hwe ni mo se 4 years a day ni mo no ye betimi e de hihye pa atokwan paso na obia etimi anya adwuma ye ade ba kwa ma omonya ante ase ne se wa adwe ne se oba be pesika dia and the minimum ya resign because me angasa na mecho na de wa komra ama mra ne no wodi but se wa ye wa adwe se wo ba ama ye adwuma ama mranti anya adwuma ye ama maba wa anya adwuma ye ama Ghana for nyina anya adwuma ye aye dia and you are welcome to the agency and we are ready to work and make John Dramani Mahama proud. In the coming days, yɛ de models bɛtutu kwan so na obi a ɔpɛ sɛ ɔyɛ adwuma wɔ models no mu no yɛtumi afa nipa no adwuma ɔnya kakra di menya kakra di me nua anya kakra di obiara anya kakra di a ɛme sɛ ɔman no bɛkɔ n'anim na obiara ɛni ɛtumi agye but wɔnyɛ di na me ma ɛnyɛ ndi a ɛno na ɛyɛ a ɛde bisi basaa bi no ɛba no yɛ so mahyɛ mampanyi John Mahama bɔ sɛ would be first to start implementing the 24-hour economy under our models. In about 1 to 2 months' time, we'll put a framework. I'll be having meetings with the IGP, the fire service, some of our partners, including the national security and all other agencies, and the director in charge of the 24-hour economy framework would have meetings and coordinate so that you bet me have Fanipa Bebri, then we reduce the unemployment situation in this country.
President and they support in your maternity, and they didn't see a Kunyaso. You can't afford it in Abba. Bound your mama. You can't afford it in Abba. And the president Malik Basitali. And they never tell Kunyasun. Do ya? Yeah, why you're supporting now?
Mundi Boshan is playing money now. Mundi Sunas in Jembra. And now, I got to my now. No police arrest any Okada rider except say Okada rider who red lights and a vacuum. That's only the arrestment. Only right. Say over arresting and I say police Okada ni ebejina green lights and I say oje traffic lights na over here. That's how I only right.
Abusiafo Yatua Kasiabona Sodiana, Minister of Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Onmonyanfo Hamed Ibrahim, Eddie Abetu Jase, what Frefre will be Biaro Betimi Abwa, na wanka wantuma Mbwa no Sanya Beya, will Betimi Abwa, ama ministry no etimi akona name, watchemwa, as we are no Muhia and Yama Bebre, and no, or Frefra, for say one bebwa, one Sanya Beya. Obeka wansa abomna eniswade hunu a ewo asye nim no ebetimi abemu ediama won.
See in itself used to be a ministry. Religious affairs used to be the erstwhile Ministry of Zongo Development Initiative. So you have the Christians and you have the Muslims and you have all other faiths combined. Then you have chieftains, you have all the chiefs combined. Then you have sanitation combined. And then local government, all the MMDAs. So you can imagine it's a huge ministry. Therefore, we need a time where all the other sectors are going to do presentation with juxtaposed with the handing over note and all other things. But today's own is just a familiarization one, announcing my presence in the ministry with my chief director, for him also to welcome me and start training me. But he's my first chief director as a minister. Thank God he's an allergy and I'm an elder. So religious affairs is properly placed. And traditionally, the chiefs too are properly placed. There were some fears that maybe we are going to, now that they are bringing the chieftaincy here, we are going to overshadow them. Then the Muslims were scared, the pastors, religious affairs were scared. So today, it was my duty to give them hope that, look, the chief director is an allergy. The minister is an elder. So religious and chiefs, you have no problem. Then local governance, I've been a long-serving member of the committee. I know a lot about that. They have no cause to be afraid of. But you are asking of the head count. Yes, it is an area that my chief director and the various directors, including the minister, have effective supervision of them. You go to a ministry, they have about 40,000 workers in the head of local government service, distributed among 261 MMDAs. So meaning, if you divide 40,000 over 260, every district assembly will have over 200 staff. But when you go there, you see about sometimes 20, sometimes 30. The remaining 170, where are they? People take it like they are on the payroll, but they don't go to work. So we have to make a head count so that the few ones who are working diligently will be seen. And those who don't go to work, as to whether they have vacated posts or they are at posts, then we see what should be done there. So we need to have ethical governance, ethical leadership. We need to be instruments of change, and it must start from the MMDAs at the grassroots level.
Ebusafo yeto akasebone so edia na branch executive Emma National Democratic Congress NDC awo kwa monten ko sese niema no wene wo de pacho emu oden pa ekọ Emma niema omo sese nyina se eyade a ebi ensibio
Oye ifide ya abasa no 24th January ye demonstration concerning appointment orokodo na nsese ya yezugu akwanimun na ashasa na nka onye demonstration asumdwim na nga ntayare bayan but yebodu yana party office han zama enyi dane amma yeyeza onsada yeye nti damabi se asa na ehiem wo ha nhare yenhu da azibia yeye bia no yanye ne ye osanda ye constituency executives wonye yakasai but yenyo otwa no honhom na yebu wan nkoma a wonye ezi no do nti sende se yasa na ebegina yan party office enyima yesi yeze achopa no mu yedur NDC amayoku party no hu donti yada achopa yazema yan oman penyin John Dramani Mahama na yana achopa no yasane yazema oya yene nyina yene kenzefo Dr. James Kofi Annan, oye a future parliamentary candidate. Doctor, yaza chapa sonko na yazimu. Nti adama na mwana yeruti. Nke nyizi konodon. Chode yetumi ye beno. Na ya nyotsina ho na ye kan ya na adwene yazi chiro ansana yetu dama na mon. But yanye yesro de fanyano fo meten
azaye no yehu de entwaye yesese party ndama de men's americana no yewie no yan party mpanyin photo nsa friend ampa yeso yagi tumi de da yeye no yanye ni nti yanyo rekasa CCI ya hyen yan party mpanyin fo no bode bibiara yese no ha bia no ya ye bohwe na ya ye ni otodubio na efutu constituency ya bre in fact onye easy and Mrs. Ya Odin Kankasai or Babisia Wada South more than 1 week because of limited registration. Wako challenge Obina Argentina ya bre na youth no so no ye in dadoni kasi na ne Dr. James Kofi Annan. So yetiti appointment na yenti ni din ya ti panyin bi ni din wa ha a panyin no so bra na ye brain na ampo no onka ho nti o ma youth no yentume control ya akoma. In fact demonstration lokodo na am the otay so friend they bad na mu ye but before friend no na da ye be ye no ya ye since then obi o ha bia be kan okwa de papa no obi on ni dinkita ho di bia no ofre no kra na onfa no ko obiom nti ye besren de da ye no ya nye ni ye onfa ye bone nchen
Ebusiafo ye begina ensem yi so akwaji aboafo enkrato aba ye ba ye beto akase ye bono eso
Mami. Oh no, you the fella. AMG baby. Swap. Beyond control. Can promise, yeah. Oh me got joy they will say where we are my kumo and nobody gon' break us up, boy. Nobody break us up, boy. Oh me got joy where I can. We see me one man, and girl I never see your type, oh. I never see your type, oh. I don't think maybe I go, although I go. Baby I never see your type. My girl I like your vibe, for your love in a good time. Baby I go, although I go. Baby I never see your type. My girl
Your mama kwa badi ba Eileen Madake de. Ade bia fa akwala bia fiti day 1 na wo be insane up to 16 years Eileen Madake wo. Bro nya so pe baby ato wo maniama. Bra Eileen Madake ye wo mema ni maniama. Ye wholesalers ye retailers. Eileen Madake wo baby nyama bia to say wardrobes, toys, baby food, diapers. Ade bia efa baby with the Eileen Madake na wo be nya no. Ye main branch e wo GCB e wo Kanshi. Uko Spintex, Eileen Madake was Star Oil. Uko Ablek, Eileen Madake Ben Malcolm. Uko Aboblosia, number 45. Eileen Madake wo Osu ye Ben Presby. Adie bia fa baby nyama hunde Eileen Madake and Ahubenyano. Your number ni 054 917 8137. 054 917 8137. Bomodian friend Eileen Madake. Yen ye be show brony.
I am Brazil, Obi Otemase, and my man was a painting away number 1. But I am number 1. Missy, I don't yet to go. I am Brazil, Obi Otemase, and yes, I am fainting away number 1. But I am number 1. Your back like plantation, turn around no rotation. Baby girl, you deserve a standing ovation. It's in the baby, I go. Although I go. Baby, I never see your type. My girl, I like your vibe. For your loving, I go die. Baby, I go. Although I go. Baby, I never see your type. My girl, I like your vibe. For your loving, I go die. What's it?
Yeah, all the pretty things you do. Yeah. That be why I know they take you for a fool. Although you will be one, no be two. Girl, I never see your type. To be honest, that's the truth.
I the general. Guys,
what else? Just pray for your enemies. Ready? Now.
Coulda friend, coulda enemy, coulda every gunman see I made them wash up. Coulda me, coulda you, coulda my fake friends, yes my fake friend. Coulda them, coulda myself, coulda family, coulda Mrs. String. Or coulda my own girlfriend, coulda my boss, anyone, enemies.
Hello, careful. I have cute bags and more. Now, what you cute bags and more? What's your mokola shopping mall or ever 31st one more? Don't say guys be able to bags. One form of Chenwa, Bowing Kaka. Open GCB branch. On right. Now, no opposite the one round t-shirts, baby, any Lacoste. Now, when Kaka now. When you don't step school, you don't step school now. You sacrifice your own and interphone on the pump about you want to come now. Get on banks, affordable quality. Now, baby, and I think bag beer, you were Prada, you were Praha, you were Dio, you will be torn. And yes, guess you would be. That's beer and Pogua every year. You want to wear slippers, say sandals, say full shoe, say flat shoe, say then. You want me to know the sorry. I thought you were flatches. We are trying to say. Maybe I will pay. I'll call dinner beer and be able to make credit. There were nice small bags so I would to me. Maybe I will go hanging a beer able to make credit. I call no assembly about one of the big free. Let me go. There were different Fendi. There are different types of brain. Me to make the body now. Let's go and say we shall go back the papa. Bags and more. Now, Benyan, the telephone number is 020 915 6336. 020 915 6336. So now this million is 02444 4 11 223 means to be 02444 11223.
Will, okay, mama, smile for me. Don't you ever cry for me. Some people just want me to break down, so losers go speed up and take what I have for me. No way.
God guide me from my enemy. So me nah know what me do them. They one shoot, one hurt, one pull me down. Never. Oh God Almighty, put the kind of enemies don't come my way. Yeah. And every obstacle, please don't come my way. Yeah. To all me fake friends.
Loving my bestie, and I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel say she feel the same way I do.
You are welcome to Elioka Enterprise. Toby Bima Umamia, Elioka Enterprise. You were brazier and pants. Upesa we are wedding now. No problem. Braha, Ubenya meni na upe. Upunu bedo more. Because Uto were Elioka Enterprise. There were singlets, quality ones, very nice ones for children. Nkwada, penifua, uwa papa pesa uchena dia. Elioka Enterprise. Nema quality singlets. Obe shenwa boudin. There were nyame bebre so to say bed sheets. There were single bed sheets, double. King size and queen size. Nini na Elioka Enterprise. Me frau se bra for when you be share Elioka Enterprise. Bibia wuhiano, I'm there for you. I say who pese who pierre, who share body coma. Ya wa near me so yem. Bibi said nika gedeli. Ya sign what stomach girdles. Nice ones, quality ones. Uta wunu hukra. Elioka Enterprise nebema we munina. I feel we try me ha. There were quality panties from Turkey. Very good ones. US dear wo UK dear wo Turkey dear wo into uba ubeye with choice. Ubesha ubeka say pio to die me ko to atwe mpese me ko Elioka Enterprise you iti ye wo ha mo enti ye wo ha afa se wo lace bia busha na e transparent way specially made cotton one underwear ubesha wo lace ase ye wo all colors into bar Elioka Enterprise on Sabeka Sanya Menina. I see your brand singlets, pants, boxes, war Elioka Enterprise. Uba Kasemi Leo James, a popular. It's usual Elioka Enterprise. Bra Mokola Rolling Spark. Your city gold the cheap. The number is 024 67 40 651. Your number for fraud so 054 661 8141. Elioka Enterprise na a honor quality goods for.
I'm loving my bestie, and I don't know what to do. Sometimes I feel say she feel the same way I do. But she call me brother. I know the bad.
For some will be biara aquababium diamond cassia and a wenuguswa wushe afi yet to a cassia bonus sodiana Bank of Ghana a yadia wa mode abetu jase one monetary policy rate no ayadia wo mo ensesakra bebi a edan a 27% no ehwa ene beda esan se ye hwe inflation rates a chese akwaso na wo mo de to wo se ne be ya ebetimi aboa na Ghana ye nam amemu na abafom no ebetimi asanso amane homene so ebiem.
He noted that global economic conditions broadly improved in 2024. Global inflationary pressures have gradually eased over the period, which has led to easing monetary policy stance across several countries. Consequently, global financial conditions are expected to ease gradually as policy stances become more accommodative and inflation targets in advanced economies are met and expectations anchored. These conditions are expected to result in improvements in investor sentiments towards emerging market and developing economies. On top of the projected steady growth for 2025, the international markets have priced in a much stronger U.S. economy, stemming from the policies to be implemented by the new U.S. administration. This has already instigated a stronger U.S. dollar, with implications for emerging markets and developing economies, including Ghana. Complementary fiscal and monetary policies will therefore have to be carefully set to prevent spillovers to the Ghanaian economy. The Bank of Ghana will continue to ensure that banks with capital gaps adhere to their committed recapitalization plans to shore up solvency. Supervisory activities will be intensified to ensure that banks continue to address the high NPLs, which poses potential risks to the stability of the industry. The improvement in the domestic macroeconomic conditions is also expected to bolster debt servicing capabilities of corporate and household sectors, which would help mitigate further buildup of NPLs within the industry. The inflation profile remains elevated, largely driven by food price movements, especially in the last quarter of the year. The climate-related factors, including the dry spell in some parts of the food-growing regions of the country, and the late onset of rains negatively affected production, while supply chain weaknesses generally affected food prices. While the inflation outturn for the year 2024 deviated from target, it is expected that the disinflation process will resume, contingent on renewed efforts at fiscal consolidation, which is anticipated in the new administration's economic policy agenda and the yet-to-be-presented 2025 budget statement. The bank's latest inflation forecast shows a steady decline and return to the path of disinflation with an extended time horizon of achieving the medium-term target of 8 plus or minus 2%. Circumstances, the committee decided to keep the monetary policy rate unchanged at 27%.
Ebusafo ye to akasiabone so edia na tema collection of customs division omo ewo Ghana Revenue Authority JRA ene wona kasa se wonyame ya dombuta ya wodi si wonani so efa won sikasem ho no wanya abroso.
That I believe in excellence. So whatever I have embarked on, the objectives, the aims of the organization, I have followed up with all of them and made sure that I've achieved them with